The inside trading is off the chart. It is so crazy that that's legal.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that that's legal. Dude, so while that's going on, you're going to get mad at this guy for this? Well, this seems minor.
Dude, you look at... No, that's it. And that's what's so kind of like funny about it is that like you think about, dude, the Clintons... Okay, Bill and Hillary Clinton have, since I was a little kid, I mean, since I was like 4 or 5 years old, was when he was governor in Arkansas. Their entire career is they were public servants and they ran a charity. And they're worth like $100 million. Barack and Michelle Obama. He goes into the White House. Look at the house he lives in now. It's all just kind of like, oh, how much money can I extract from this pot and get myself wealthy? You don't feel like any sense of... And I will say, the one who I like kind of personally resent the most, which maybe is unfair, but is Obama. Because so many of us did kind of buy into, at least to some degree, the thing he was selling in 2008. And you're like, wait, but you don't feel like you have you seen pictures of the house he lives in?
Oh, he's got multiple houses. He's got one in Hawaii.
Yeah, right. But I'm talking about the one in Martha's Vineyard.
It's pretty dope. Isn't the charitable foundation thing a sneaky tax way of making money?
Yeah, for sure.
Because there's a thing about charitable foundations, like everyone who's like really rich seems to have a foundation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the expert on that or anything else really, but I know that they certainly like get a whole bunch of tax breaks that you wouldn't get if you just started a business.
Well, not only that, but if they're doing things like Gates, for instance, to promote global health. Right? So he gets involved and he makes money off. So he sells his stock and then starts talking badly about them.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's pretty wild.
It's wild stuff. It's wild. It's wild that you can make money, like hundreds of millions of dollars, while you're running a charitable organization.
But if you also think about it, like the hundreds of millions of dollars that these guys make off of that is nothing. Because the legislation that they're passing or the policy that they're pushing is making these special interests hundreds of billions of dollars.
One thing I do is get rid of carried interest. One of the greatest provisions for people like me, to be honest with you, I give up a lot when I run because I knock out the tax code. And she could have done this years ago, by the way. She was a United States Senator. She complains that Donald Trump took advantage of the tax code. Well, why didn't she change it? Why didn't you change it when you were a senator? The reason you didn't is that all your friends take the same advantage that I do. And I do. You have provisions in the tax code that, frankly, we could change. But you wouldn't change it because all of these people give you the money so you can take negative ads on Donald Trump. And I say that about a lot of things. You know, I've heard Hillary complaining about so many different things over the years. Oh, we should have done this. But she's been there for 30 years. She's been doing this stuff. She never changed, and she never will change.
Many of us still live in fear as we go to the grocery store or worry about walking our dogs or allowing our children to get a license. I mean, just imagine.
Aren't your girls driving?
They're driving.
Yeah.
But every time they get in a car by themselves, I worry about what assumption is being made by somebody who doesn't know everything about them. The fact that they are good students and polite girls, but maybe they're playing their music a little loud. Maybe somebody sees the back of their head and makes an assumption. I, like so many parents of black kids, have to, that the innocent act of getting a license puts fear in our heart.